Oops, wrong song. This is what I meant to play. Okay. So, if you somehow don't know about this masterpiece, let me give you a quick rundown of how I interpreted this extremely edgy yet nostalgic game. Charlie Murder is based around a garage band named sort of narcissistically Charlie Murder. The lead is Charlie Kicks, who saw his uprise of fame and social media coverage with a friend, Paul Bitterman. And as his name states, he was bitter. In several flashbacks throughout the game, we can see that Charlie left Paul in the dust, replacing him with Lester, a new strings for the garage band. We can only assume the other members came along with the rest of the gang. Paul felt betrayed by Charlie. The band that they both made as kids and built would no longer have him, despite him being the reason for its existence. In a moment of pure hatred, grief, desperateness, and the want to get revenge, Paul made a deal with the devil, forever sealing him in a new body, with a new name and a new goal: to kill each and every member of the newfound garage band. This new deal with the devil introduced him to a new band called the Gore Quaffers. Assumably, we could say that they're all there for the same purpose: to get revenge. They're monsters and demons given powers and fueled by their hate and pettiness. And with that newfound power, he wreaked havoc across the world. And the only people who could supposedly save the new apocalyptic land was Charlie Murder. The band, not the person. They should have really changed that name. Now that you have an idea of what Charlie Murder is, let's get into it. You can choose amongst 5 different characters who have powers that are special and unique to them, and according to the wiki, a weapon akin to each one. Charlie is a berserker who specializes in guns. Lester, a mage and katanas. Tommy, a shaman and chainsaws. Rex, a tank and blunt and two-handed weapons. Kelly is Mesmer. She specializes in her abilities, no specific weapon. Each character is unique in their playstyle and abilities. Personally, I used Lester a good bit before making this video, and comparing him to Rex, it's a fresh new feeling with amazing replayability. The game itself has so many little details and secrets, it'll have you want more, and to look back and make sure you didn't miss anything. You can use the camera on a phone to take pictures of people or objects and deal with items. You can use Squiddle.us, which is their Twitter, to check your followers, which is your experience bar. You can check your email for tips and tricks from an anonymous friend, all within your phone. The game encourages you to go back, and there's one very specific mission in place I want to talk about when I introduce it, so we'll bring that up later. The game won't let you cruise through it without a challenge or cheesing it, and some things can catch you off guard. Whether it be a surprise boss from an enemy you swore you killed, or girls who quite literally hang you. There's a lot. When you start the game, you'll fight demons in the underworld. Win or lose, you'll end up floating up to the surface and be revived by paramedics. Then you'll enter a good old beat 'em up after a minute or so. Then you're introduced to your first boss monster. Now, despite the game being super edgy, they know how to crack fun at themselves, make it all that more enjoyable. Now, back to the point I was making earlier, the game has a theater in the beginning, but you need a golden ticket to enter. which I only got from the third store, if my memory serves me right. Once you enter the movie, you're introduced to this. Alright, so if you made it this far in the video, I would really appreciate if you liked it. Make sure you comment something. In fact, if you made it this far, comment Tommy. That's the character I'm playing. Just something nice, something to help me, deal with the algorithm. And make sure you're subscribed. Now, I won't say there's a glitch going around on subscribing people because, let's be honest, I've been inactive as fuck and my videos have been fucking ass cheeks. So I'm not surprised that people aren't subscribing, but I would really appreciate the support and love. If you can, send it to a friend, send it to a homie. Send it to somebody who played the game with you back then, because I swear there's got to be more people than just me. Right. But, yeah, let's continue with the video. Characters. There are a total of 3 bands, including the original set. The 2 new sets are the Ice Band and Emote Band. You can get the Ice Band by beating the Twin Stain Lords on normal, and you can get the Emote Band from beating them on chaos. Now that the fanfare is out the window, let's talk about the important bosses and boss fights, as well as some flashbacks to accompany them. The first real boss we're introduced to is King Tepis, which is a name paved and derived from the real Dracula, Vlad the Impaler. Just like the real Vlad, he's bloodthirsty. The boss fight consists of him charging at you, grabbing you, twirling his axe, and pummeling you. He also drops metal beams from the ceiling to kill you. It was annoying to deal with. He wasn't very hard, but he was annoying and left a bittersweet taste in my mouth after beating him. One thing I noticed when I did beat him was that I wasn't able to stomp his brains out. And that's because all bosses, at least the 4 main bosses, including Paul, they all have about 2 fights to them. And without further ado, here goes the flashback.
Yes, after many years on the run, he's back again, doing his evil crime deeds.
Missing a rock and roll,
Back on the
and I'm stomping on fortune and fame.
I'm in the grave, I'm on a roll at the cemetery. Go, 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 kicking heads, I'm stomping bones at cemetery. Go, 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 in the grave, I'm on a roll at cemetery. Go, 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 kicking heads, I'm stomping bones at cemetery. Yeah.
The second boss we're introduced to is Circe Bathory in the Cinder Cemetery. She uses electricity, so you have to be smart about how you move about the boss. You can use thunder resistant clothes and rapid jab gloves to take her out quick and efficiently. Now about the cemetery. The cemetery is easily my least favorite part about the game. I hate it. It fucking sucks. Because no matter how much I prepare myself for those little ghost bitches, they always get me. Bro, just fuck the cemetery. Before we get into the next fight, I just wanted to show you guys this little clip, which I easily could have left out, but I feel like there's something behind it that I'm just not able to pull out myself.
Thank you.
Now, I'm not gonna lie, my first time going through this, I skipped it because I didn't want to deal with the bullshit. But now that I'm making the video and I sat through it, I was like, wow, this nigga Paul is a maniac. Like, nah, you are obsessed with this man. It's kind of concerning. You know what, Paul? How about this? Take your seat right there. Talk to me. I'll be your therapist for today. What's troubling you? You said Charlie went off and made a band without you, even though you were the one who helped create it. So you made a deal with the fucking devil, killed thousands, if not millions of people, right? Hundreds, if not thousands, or thousands, if not hundreds. Tons of people. You're getting fucked. Your band is getting beat, their ass beat. You continue to pursue this. Huh? You know what? Kill yourself. Kill yourself. Alright, bro. I don't even want to talk about the fight. It pissed me off. I'm gonna keep it honest with you. Look, the next boss is Paul. But Fenta Paul. The Walmart Paul. And I got no real way to teach you how to go about this fight. Keep your distance. You know, I tried to do a little dance. And he still impaled me in the chest, so, you know, nice. Good to say he doesn't have good taste in man, because me, full course meal and an appetizer. But yeah, the rewards were, they were good enough. I was able to get through the fight by throwing a dead body at him. It was kind of funny to me. Yeah, that's it. Okay, and that was the end of part 1. Now, I want to make a part 2 of the video, but I'm going to be honest, if it flops, I won't. Now, I want to say I spent about 2 weeks on this video, and I know it really shouldn't have taken that long, but I want to keep 100% transparency. I was kind of lazy. I was also on a search for a job, which I'm not sure if I'm going to get it, but I was able to make time for this. Bro, tried my heart out on this. On part 2, I swear I'm going to do something different. The editing is going to be 100 times better on part 2. Because when I was looking over the video, I was like, I could have done better. I really wanted to get it out to you guys because it was something that, you know, the game that I held dear to my heart. You know, something nostalgic to me that I really wanted you all to see. If this does get good feedback, though, you know, if people do reciprocate the same feelings that they like the video, I will make another type of this video after I make the part 2. And I can't wait, bro. I just can't wait.